Hello, friend. It is Monday, and Monday ain't done nothing to nobody. You hear me? So let's get into this Monday morning conversation. A conversation about 3 empowering beliefs that contribute to a positive attitude. So I'll tell you what started the ball rolling on this video, and then let's get into it. So grab a snack and come on back. Hi, my beautiful friends. So happy you're here today. Before we get started, let's do some housekeeping. Got some housekeeping to do. We have some new subscribers. Currently, we are at, let's see where we at. Currently, we are at 162 subscribers. Can I get an amen? Whoop, whoop. I'm so excited. Like, we are growing by leaps and bounds here, and I'm so excited. 200 is right around the corner, and then 500, and then 1,000, and so on, and so on, and so on. So excited. And I wanted to talk about our new subscribers today. So we have 2. We have so much more, but everybody doesn't come through. Like I explained before, I have to get on a computer to see all of my subscribers by name so I can shout you all out, and I haven't had the opportunity to do that yet. So I can only shout out the ones that show up to me here on YouTube. So we've got 2 beautiful new subscribers. We have the beautiful Helen Vlav. Thank you, Helen. Thank you so much for joining our collective and our community. And we have the beautiful Michelle Travels Lots. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. I came across Michelle on another platform, and just beautiful. Her channel is really beautiful. She's an emerging content creator as well. She has 621 subscribers right now, and she's got 86 videos, and her traveling, and her recent videos are how long to monetize. So how long to be monetized on this platform, and I'm interested in that. So check her out, and she'll be listed down below as well. So thank you, Michelle and Helen. Thank you so much. So let's get into it. Let's get back to business. So I was reading my Everyday Positive Thinking by Louise Hay and Friends. And I wanted to share with you something that I read, which got me thinking, we need a video on this. And this is Empowering Beliefs Strengthen You. Today, create and focus on 3 empowering beliefs that contribute to your positive attitude. And this is from Keith D. Harrell. And I love that. Because there's so many things empowering in my life right now. And what empowering beliefs do you have, that contribute to your positive attitude? And I thought that was such a good topic to get into. So yes. Oh, and on my calendar, on my Helen Steiner Rice calendar, which I could not find for you all. I did put one down below. I don't know if it's still there, but you can find these kind of flippable calendars on Amazon or anywhere, in stores, Walmart. And it doesn't have a day, but it has the date. So you can use this calendar over and over, years and years and years, which I do. I've had this calendar for over 10 years, and this was made in 92, so it's not in print anymore. and it belonged to somebody else, and they passed, and it was given to me. So that's how I ended up with this calendar. And today she says, today, recall some of the people who have profoundly influenced your life. And I love that. You know, there are so many people who have profoundly influenced my life, and some new people who I've just met here on this platform. You know, some very new people. The most beautiful Miss Spiritual Rain Francis. She has, you know, empowered and influenced my life here. And she and I had a live this morning. We have a live every Monday morning, a sunrise live at 6 a.m. New York time or Eastern Standard Time. It's easy to say New York time because everybody can kind of figure that out. And we go live every Monday, 6 a.m. And the coming Monday will be on my channel. But Spiritual Rain Francis, I'll list her down below. She has beautiful videos. She has 4 different platforms. So go check her out and follow her. She's a beautiful artist. She's so talented and creative. And go follow her. And she's a beautiful tarot reader. And she does a gratitude sermon, if you will, every Sunday. She goes live at 1, and every Saturday night she goes live. So it's SNL, but it's Saturday Night Love. It is also Saturday Night Live, but it's Saturday Night Love. And I will be her guest this Saturday. So please come and watch. And it'll be Saturday, April 12th at 7 p.m. So if you're available, come and watch. We'd love to have you there. And that will be listed below. And you'll see that on our platforms. You'll see it. And also the beautiful Ange at Roots and Waves. She's a beautiful, beautiful soul, my beautiful soul sister. She has a beautiful channel, and she does tarot readings and very in-depth. So does Rain. So does the beautiful Nancy at Crohn's Intuition. The beautiful, beautiful Heather at Indigo Jaguar. And one of my new soul sisters here, she doesn't do readings on her channel, but her channel is very powerful. And that's her phrase. You got the power from the Snap song. If you know that song is everything. That was everything to me in the 90s when I was in the club, hanging out in the club. But that is the beautiful Nova Scotia Black Indian Stories. And she is at Warrior Aunties 177, the beautiful Hilda, my beautiful soul sister. She'll be listed down below too. So all of these women and so many more, I didn't name all of them. There are so many more women on this platform. The beautiful Alana at 3 Degrees of Love Divination, and the beautiful Marie at the Mindful Butterfly, and the beautiful Elizabeth, the More Intuitive Me. And I could just go on and on. Jackie's Crystal Moon, and Kristen Louise, who has a new, she was Kristen Louise Tarot. She now has a new name. And I need to look that up so that I can tell you and put Kristen Louise down below. And let me see. I've got to find Kristen Louise. She's beautiful. She's a beautiful tarot reader as well. And I think that you all would love her channel. You know, I know that you would love her channel. And I've got to find Kristen Louise. Okay, I'm going to come back with that. When I go through the editing, I'm going to find her, because right now I'm getting, okay, here we go. Here we go. 9 Worlds Intuitive Tarot is Kristen Louise. 9 Worlds Intuitive Tarot. And so I will put her down below, and so that you all, and I'll post her up here as well, so that you all can check her channel out. And I need to put everybody that I mentioned here, but they're all their names are always down below, and others down below. So always, you know, feel free to subscribe to anyone that you see down below. I usually list all of the people who I am subscribed to, who I think are interesting. Some of them do not have channels, however. So you know, but I do put them down because some people don't get my notifications. And so I put them down there as well. So yeah, so I thought that was so interesting of, 3 empowering beliefs that contribute to a positive attitude. So I wanted to really, really film, and make a video on that. Let's see. I'm cutting myself off here. I'm a little off kilter today. I've been up since 5 a.m., so it's no telling. No telling what can happen this Monday morning. And right now it is 9:03 a.m. as I'm filming this video. So, one of the empowering beliefs, one of them is I am in control of how I respond to life. We are in control. Nobody tells us how to respond. Nobody can tell you how to feel or how to do. This belief, this empowering belief and mindset puts you in the driver's seat. We are in the driver's seat of our own lives. So it's just reminds you that no matter what happens, your reaction is your power. So how you react to something is your power. And if you give a lot of negativity to it, then that's what you're going to get. And so we want to be positive and always put, sometimes we have to change our mindset and put it on that positive spin. You wake up on a Monday morning, like I said in the opener, Monday ain't done nothing to nobody. Monday is magical and Monday is amazing. I love Mondays. Mondays were always my mother's days off from work. She was off on Sunday and Monday, and I've always loved Mondays. And my daughter currently is off on Sundays and Mondays. And I think that's divine intervention, because where my daughter works at her workplace, she works in the senior citizen community, and there's a hospice attached to that community, and that's where my mother was for her last days, her last 2 weeks on this planet. And I really feel like my mother put, forth for my daughter to get the job there. And so, I don't know where I was going with that, really. I don't know. But anyway, about Sundays and Mondays. So, Monday to me has just always been a great day of spending time with my loved one, reconnecting. Sundays, we used to go to the beach when I was a little girl. Every Sunday, I grew up in the Virgin Islands on St. Croix. And every Sunday, we went to the beach. And then Monday was our day to relax, and Mommy's day maybe to do appointments or do things. But I would be in school, of course. But then when I was an adult, we were able to spend time together, maybe have lunch if I didn't have to work, or do something on a Monday afternoon when I got off, because she was already off. And I just love that time with my mother, and I love that time with Zoe. Unfortunately, Zoe does have to go to work today. But the good thing on that is she's going to be off. I think her last day of work this week is Wednesday, I'm thinking. And she'll be off for 2 weeks so that we can watch Coachella. And that's our thing. That's our annual thing that we do together. No, we're not traveling to Indio, California. We won't be there, but we'll be watching it on YouTube. And we just love it. It's something that just brings us joy, and we love it. So that's what we'll be doing. So, and, when you're in the driver's seat, and you're in control of how you respond to life, it fosters resilience and emotional strength. It really does. And especially when you have to change your mindset to something a little more positive, to being more positive. And, another belief is challenges help me grow. Challenges help me. It's like, instead of asking, why is this happening to me? I got up this Monday morning and I don't have any coffee. Why is this happening to me? Or I'm out of cigarettes if you're a smoker. I'm not a smoker and I don't drink coffee. But I would imagine that those are things that are not happy for you on a Monday morning. Or, you walk downstairs and unfortunately there's a flat tire, and I've used this before, and this has happened to me before. And it's all the negative responses. Remember what I just said. We are in control of the responses that we have to life and life around us. So don't take that as a negative. The first thing you should be grateful for and positive about is that you woke up this morning, beloved. So all those things are not negative things. Those are things that can be fixed. Those are things that will get better during your day. So don't take that on as a negative. Oh, it's Monday again. But think of it as, it's Monday. And let's see, for me, it's overcast. It's going to be a rainy day today. But the sun is shining somewhere. As the beautiful Ms. Maya Angelou said, be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. Be a rainbow. It's so bright. Wherever you are, be that bright light. Be that bright light and be happy. Have a happy mindset. Have a happy mindset. And challenges do help you grow, because you have to ask yourself, when something challenging happens to you, what is this teaching you? I always make these things a teachable moment for myself, because I don't like being in that negative, low vibration energy. I don't like that. I'm very high vibrational, and my energy, it just, I'm just want to always emote the positivity and the brightness and the light here on this platform. So being low energy, and that doesn't work for me. No. It's not in my wheelhouse. I mean, we don't always have the best days, but I try to always be happy, always put a smile on my face, always. One of my soul sisters here, she's like, look at you and that smile, your teeth, just look at you. And it just, makes me happy. I paid a lot of money for these teeth, so I'm always, you better believe you're going to see me smiling. You're going to see this smile, let me tell you. 3 years of braces and all the other stuff I went through after I had my daughter with my teeth and everything. Yes, you will see me smiling here. You most definitely will. I have to. That was a teachable moment for me. So think of it in that way. Yes, you woke up, you were out of coffee. Well, maybe today, you need to be a little calmer today. So make yourself a cup of herbal tea and start your day. Maybe you need a little meditation today. Or maybe you don't have your usual, high energy coffee, but maybe you've got, there's some decaf in the pantry or in the cabinet, and you're like, oh, I don't drink this. But maybe this is the universe saying, you need to calm down a little bit. So let's do something different today. You don't have cigarettes today. Well, you didn't have one when you woke up, and that's a good thing. Take some deep breaths. You need to clear your lungs out. So think of it as that. You know that you're going to go out later and you're going to get some. And a true story, fun fact. I don't know how fun fact it is, but true story. My mother woke up one day. This was in the 80s. And we had a good friend. His name was Edgar. He's since gone on to glory now. But Edgar he was a mechanic, but he didn't work in a shop or anything. He just knew a lot about cars. And so whenever something was wrong, Edgar would always be the one to come, and he would take Mommy's car to get, the oil changed, or if she needed anything, he would go, because he knew how to talk to the guys and get what he needed and all that. Mom would give him the money. He'd go do all of that. And his payment was always, I just want a beer. Just buy me a couple of beers and that, and his cigarettes or whatever. And that's what Edgar always wanted. And so this one time he took Mommy's car, and I was living in New York then, and he took Mommy's car, and I don't know what happened, but he got into an accident. And I believe it totaled Mommy's car. And so, yeah. And my mother was a smoker. My mother smoked since before I was even born, which is why I'm an asthmatic. My mother smoked. Back in the 60s, there were no rules to, you don't drink when you're pregnant, you don't smoke when you're pregnant, don't do drugs when you're pregnant. There are no rules to those things. There were no rules to those things. And I mean, there are rules now for that. And you don't have to abide by them. You know what I mean? You do what you do. But my mother at the time, she smoked. I think at one point she did stop smoking because she said it would make her nauseous. And, but she was a smoker. And I was born with asthma. So on this particular day in the 80s, Edgar had crashed the car, and we lived close to town, so we could walk to town from our house in the development where we lived in East End on St. Croix. We originally lived in Gallows Bay, and then we moved to Estate Welcome, Flamboyant Welcome, East End. If you know St. Croix, you know what I'm talking about. And very close to town, very close to Christiansted to town. We were in Christiansted, but very close to town. And so there are two towns, St. Croix, Frederiksted, which is way out on the western end of the island, and Christiansted, which is the eastern end of the island, middle and eastern end of the island. And she was like, oh my God, I don't have a cigarette. And it was her day off. I believe it was a Monday. And she didn't have a cigarette. And she was walking back and forth to work every day because now she didn't have a car. And she's like, I am not walking to the store. So she quit cold turkey. That was the day that my mother stopped smoking. And she did not smoke again. She smoked weed every day, but she did not smoke cigarettes. And yes, my mother was a weed smoker until she died, until she went into the hospital. She was 89 years old, and she smoked her weed every single day. And there's nobody on here probably that even knows my mother or anything. And if they do, she would, she's not here, but I'm telling her story. I'm telling it. And most of her friends already knew that, and they're all gone too. Except for maybe one or two. Most of my mother's friends are not here anymore. So yeah. But Jewel was a peach. She was a diva, honey. She was a queen of queens. Yes, she was. My Jewel, my beautiful Jewel. So she just took that, she changed her mindset to, my car is cracked up. I need a cigarette too. You know what? This is my sign to stop smoking, and she did. So maybe it's your sign today. When you woke up with that something going on, maybe it was your sign. Change your mindset, change your attitude, and make it a positive attitude. Make it a positive attitude. And our last one is, I am worthy of happiness and success. Yes. Yes. We are all worth of happiness and success. All of us. All of us. And, say it out loud every day until you believe it, because you are worthy of it. This is a mantra. I am worthy of happiness and success. Say it every single day. Say it when you wake up in the morning. Look in the mirror in the bathroom. You go in, brushing your teeth and everything, washing your face. Put that on a sticky note on your mirror. I am worthy of happiness and success. Put that up. Put that up, beloved. You deserve it. Tell yourself that I love you. I said this in one of the videos. I had an acquaintance, we are no longer acquainted, who she's like, I can't do anything like that. I can't say I love myself. Well, why don't you? Because as I'm going to pop up here, as RuPaul says, until you love yourself, how you going to love somebody else? How the hell are you going to love somebody else if you don't love yourself? That's a concept, right? Right? Yes. How are you going to love somebody? People who are, I'm not in a relationship now. There's nobody in my life except for my daughter, my beautiful soul sisters, and Yappy. That's it. And all my beautiful friends that I have in my life, in my real life here. My YouTube friends and my real life friends here that surround me, my besties that I've had for most of my life. I'm not in a relationship, but, when I was in a relationship, it was a very controlling relationship. On the other end, that person was very controlling of me. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't talk to my friends. Friends who I had talked to every single day. But when I got with that person, I couldn't do that anymore. All the little brothers to my girlfriends who were my loves, my friends, if I saw them out in the street and they came to hug me or kiss me and Lex, that wasn't allowed anymore. And I'm like, well, these are like my baby brothers. What are you talking about? That wasn't allowed anymore, and it was a very controlling, but through it all, I loved me. I loved me some me. Okay. I always loved myself. No, that person wasn't physically abusive to me, but that was mental abuse. And after a while, it's like, yeah, you gotta let that go, sister. That's gotta go. And really, before I was able to, he left. After 8 years and our child, he decided to leave, and he's no longer on this planet anymore either. So, karma is a bitch. It really is. And but we have to change our mindsets. When you're in a terrible situation, you just can't get out of it. Everybody just can't. You're married today, maybe things aren't going right, or you're with someone, things aren't going right. No, you just can't get up today and leave. We know it's a process, and it takes time. to build. And maybe you don't want to leave. Maybe you're going to work on this relationship and building it and making it stronger and making it better, which is a good thing. For me, I would like to work on things, but I'm not going to work on things to my detriment. I'm not going to do that. I'd rather let you go and live my life, because misery, what is misery to? Misery loves company, and I don't want to be a part of your misery. I don't want that kind of company. Yeah, that's not for me. So I'm just doing me, But the positive mindset of going in the mirror every day and saying, I love you. I love you, girl. Yes. I look at myself every day anyway. I've lost 115 pounds. I'm in the mirror every day looking at myself like, doing it, girl. And it's not a vain thing. I'm not a vain person. You're so vain. I bet you think this vlog is about you. So no, I'm not vain, but I love myself, and I love to look at myself. I'm in a new body now. I'm in a new temple. I'm in a new temple. So I just love looking at me and telling myself how proud I am of me. So do that. Put a little sticky note up and say, I'm proud of you. I love you and I'm proud of you. You can do it. And see how light and how things are just going to start lifting up off your shoulders. All that tension and everything is going to slide away, because you are doing something positive and having a positive attitude towards yourself. You have to do that first before you can do that for anybody else. And I see you, friend. I love you, friend. I'm positive. I'm positive. I'm proud of you. I'm positive too, but I'm proud of you. And you can do it. You can say those things to yourself. You can say them to yourself. So the mantra, let's do it one more time. I am worthy of happiness and success. Yes, yes. So I hope you enjoyed that. Which belief do you need to own today? Which one of those three do you need to own today? Do you need to own the I am in control of how I respond to life? Because you can't control everything, but your reaction, that's yours. You own it. You own your own reaction, and that's where your power is. As I told you, my beautiful Hilda at Nova Scotia's Black Indian Story, she's like, you've got the power, baby. You've got the power. You've got it. Nobody else has the power over us but us. And we have to make the necessary positive mind shifts and mindsets to bring that positivity and joy. I want to be surrounded by all of it. So I'm always emoting that positivity and joy and light here. Yes, yes. So I can attract the people that I want here and the people that I want in my life. If I was negative and always down and dump and I got on here and I was complaining every day, nobody would be watching this. Well, maybe they would be watching it just to see what I was saying, right? But that's not the way I want to be. I'm not going to do the clickbait thing. I don't want to do that. This is a happy space here. I'm so grateful for you all. The gratitude, I have an attitude of gratitude every single day. Every day. Every day that I open my eyes up in the morning, I say my prayer, thank the divine spirit. And I have that here that I've written in my journal from the beautiful Sonia Choquette. I don't know if I still have that down below. It might be in the description so you can check. But she says to say every morning, and I've noticed since I've said this, the abundance that has come into my life, it is amazing. It is a blessing, a blessing. She says that people say she's lucky all the time, but for me, these are blessings, true blessings. And it goes like this: divine spirit within me, move me in the direction of my highest good this day. Move my mind, move my words, move my body, move my emotions, so that I am able to be my best, do my best, serve my best, and experience the best day ever. Ever, ever, ever. And if you only remember one part of this prayer, mantra, whatever you want to call it, manifestation, whatever you want to call it, Remember, divine spirit within me, move me in the direction of my highest good this day. This day. Move me in the direction of my highest good this day. Yes, yes. And you will see how quickly things change. Things changed for me in an instant once I started saying this. And she was saying it and like, But yes, she's like, people around her always saying, you're so lucky, Sonia. And she's like, well, I guess I am. You know, she's always had her grandmother and her mother. They've always, encouraged her to speak to her spirit and guides, to speak to them. And I just got her book, which I hope to be filming on and talking about, which is Ask Your Guides, Sonia Choquette. I got this off of Amazon, but you can find it anywhere where books are sold. And it's calling in your divine support system for help with everything in your life. So yes, whoever you align yourself with, Buddha, God, Spirit, guides, Archangel Michael, Metatron, Mother Gaia, my goddess is Eos, Oshun, Father God, whoever, sweet baby Jesus, Mother Mary, Guadalupe, Saint Anthony, whoever you align yourself with, whomever you speak to on a regular basis. If I didn't mention them here, whoever you align yourself with, speak to them and thank them. Once you say this, once you say the divine spirit within me, move me in the direction of my highest good this day. Thank you. Say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. They want to hear thank you. They work for us. They work for us. They want us to ask them to help us with something. It's talking to the universe and ask. The universe is always here to help us to get to our higher good, our higher self, and to surround us with the things that we dream of and we desire, the things that we are manifesting. The universe is always here to provide that for us. So, when you're going about your day and you do the three, you want to do the three empowering beliefs that contribute to a positive attitude. And it doesn't have to just be three. It could be one thing. If that's the easiest thing for you, it could be one thing. I am in control of how I respond to life today. I am in control when you wake up. You don't let negative things around you sour your day. If you work, I don't work, I'm retired. But like my daughter, when she goes to work, I'm like, no. Don't let those people, those little, negative Nellies get in your ear and whatnot. No. Be on a higher vibration, beloved. Be on a higher vibration. And to hell with that. Boom that, as we used to say when I was a kid. Boom that. No. Challenges help me grow. They help us grow. Things challenge us. When we see obstacles as seeing obstacles as opportunities for growth transforms fear and frustration into curiosity and courage. It transforms us. It makes setbacks feel like setups for a comeback. Let me say that again. It makes setbacks seem like setups for a comeback. Yes, that's how we have to think of this. That's how we have to think of this. And the last one that I said was, I am worthy of happiness and success. That is what we need to put on a little sticky note or write it in lipstick on your mirror and put it up there. I am worthy of happiness and success, because this belief builds self-esteem and it combats self-doubt that we have. Self-doubt. Yes, I have a lot of self-esteem and a lot of confidence. At 60 years old, I am very confident in myself. I know myself. But there are new things. Like right now, I am becoming, I'm learning the tarot. The oracle decks, though, are what I gravitate towards. And I'm learning on, using my intuition and my gut when I'm giving a reading to someone or a reading to myself. And I'm learning that process. I'm learning that. And it's helping me to build my self-esteem, and combat that self-doubt. I still asked one of my besties this morning, I'm like, how did I look on screen? How did I sound? How are my readings? Because I'm still interested in, I don't want to come off as being, anything less, than happy and joyful and positive when I'm doing a reading for someone. I focus on, yes, you can't always focus on the positive, but my readings are very positive. I focus on the positive aspect of what is being said. And there are so many cards that maybe mean gloom or doom or anything, but you have to change your mindset and focus on the positive of that. Optimism, you have to have it. You have to have it. Speaking with my beautiful Nancy at a Crohn's Intuition, she's like, yes, her cup is always full and overflowing. Yes. And so is mine. You can't pull from an empty cup. You cannot. And I am always optimistic. My cup is always flowing over with ideas and optimism all the time. All the time. So I am worthy of happiness and success. It just helps you, when you truly believe that you deserve good things, you naturally attract and pursue them, with a positive outlook. And that's what that means. And if you don't take anything from this, I hope that resonates with you, that you are worthy of happiness and success. We all are. We all are. We all are. And I hope that you are. So I don't even know if I even introduced myself in this video. I don't know. So if you're still here, my name is Alexis. This is the beautiful Yappy, my cohort here on this platform. And you will always see her. Even if I'm on a live, I will put her in. Like the live this morning, she made a little appearance. You will always see me with Yappy here. I will never be without Yappy on this platform. If we're in a live sometimes and we're vertical, it's harder. When we're horizontal, it's okay. But when we're vertical, it's harder to see Yappy. So I kind of have to put her in, bring her in to say hi, so that you all know that she's here. She's always next to me. She's always right here on my left side, always here with me. And she gives me confidence and she makes me feel good. She makes me feel good to have her with me. She's my support chihuahua here on this platform. She's my support animal. And my friends here, and I hope that you will be a new friend here. If you're watching this for the first time, my friends call me Lexi. And it's so nice to meet you. And my day oneers, hey day oneers, my loves, my soul family. We are, what did I say, 162 or 161 or whatever we are strong now. And yeah, you all make my day. You all have changed my life on this platform. I tell you that every day. You have changed my life. Changed my life. Yes, yes. And some of my friends here call me Sexy Lexi. Sexy with an I. And then some of my friends here call me Luscious Lexi. And then I was on a chat last night, the beautiful Heather and Nancy, a Crohn's Intuition, and the beautiful Care Bear Bard of Cards, Miss Karen. And our beautiful soul sister, Kristen Louise, came in the chat, who will be listed down below, and who I just showed you here just before. And she called me Lascivious Lexi. So, if you don't know what that means, get out your dictionary. I have my dictionary right here. I always keep, this is an old one, but I always keep it close. So, and I do know the meaning of the word, but it's like lustful. It's lustful Lexi. So I think that we will use it. I'm going to put it in here. I'm definitely going to put it in here. So this is going to be a new moniker for me. A new one, because hey, I'm 60. I'm sexy. 60. I'm a sexagenarian. So yes. So lascivious. I don't even know if that is even going to be here in this dictionary, because I told you this dictionary is so old. It is so old. I see lusty, lustiness, Ah, lusciousness and luscious, because we are luscious Lexi. But you'll see, lascivious. I don't see lascivious. I have to look it up. I have to look for it again. I'm not seeing that here. So yeah, so I'll come back with that. But it does mean lustful. It does mean lustful. And I don't see, and this, like I said, this, I don't even know how old this is. Does it even say when this was published? It doesn't say. It doesn't say. So yeah, I found it in my books on my shelf, and it's an old dictionary that I used to take with me when I was going back for my undergrad, just something to have in my backpack in case I needed it. And so yeah, I don't see it here. So I'm gonna have to find it. But yes, lascivious. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna use that term or if I'm gonna put lustful Lexi. Lustful. This is not a children's channel either, by the way. So I thought that was cute last night. I thought that was cute when she said that in the chat. I'm like, ooh, I got a new one. So on that note, I guess Lexi and I, Yappy and I, need to skedaddle. We got lots to do. We've been up since 5 a.m. So right now I'm ready for a nap. I'm ready for a nap, seriously. And so it's not quite 10 a.m. here yet. So we're going to get into some other stuff here. I have some new things that I want to show to you all. So stay tuned for that. Some new deck, and you know, my beautiful book, and that I've gotten from the beautiful Sonia Choquette. So I'm excited for that. And let's see, what do I have coming up? I have, of course, like I mentioned, Saturday Night Love on April 12th with the beautiful Spiritual Rain Francis. And then I have on Sunday, Easter Sunday, April 20th, the Sisterhood of Seasons. I'm going to pop that up. And that is on the beautiful Althea Grace's channel. And her channel is at Soul Whisperer. And she'll be listed down below. She's always down below, so check her channel out. She does beautiful readings and just beautiful. And she does a live, I think, almost every day. So check her out and see what she's doing. She lives in South America. She's a beautiful, beautiful soul sister. And I think you all would enjoy her. You would enjoy her. And I hope that you would come join us on April 20th. Every other week we will be doing a live Sisterhood of Seasons. And it's a nice chat with us crone ladies. And I'm the baby of the bunch at 60. And Althea Grace just had her 72nd birthday, and she has a beautiful video, her birthday video. Yes, you must go watch that. Find that on her channel with the beautiful guest with her. It was her best friend, Jazz. Amazing. It was absolutely fabulous. Fabulous. I had goosebumps and chills. It was just amazing. That on her birthday, it was actually her birthday eve. It was the day before her birthday on March 23rd. And her birthday is March 24th. She's in Aries. And my brother is March 23rd. So that's how I remember. And that video she gave back to us with her beautiful friend Jazz. And just beautiful, beautiful. So please go watch. Please go watch and subscribe to Soul Whisperer. And we will be on her channel, Nancy and I, on Sunday, Easter Sunday, April 20th at 3:00 p.m. New York time, Eastern Standard Time. So if you're available, please come. And I haven't talked about it much, but on May 4th, and I'm going to pop it up too, on May 4th, my daughter Zoe and the beautiful Alana Banana at 3 Degrees of Love Divination, Alana is starting a podcast, and she has invited Zoe and I to be her co-host. So we will be doing a podcast starting May 4th. That will be our first episode, and I hope you all watch. I hope you all come and join us and watch. I think it'll be amazing, and I think you'll like it. the spiritual void. And I think you will love it. So I'm going to pop it up, and I hope that you come and join. And there are lots of things in the works for me and my other co-creators here. Lots of things going on, lots of fun things that we're going to be getting into regarding boundaries and all kinds of things, grief and just happiness and brightness and light, poetry, all kinds of things. So I hope that you stay and you join us. That you join us. So many fun things are getting ready to come down the pike, and I'm so excited, and I'm so glad that you're here. So, deuces from Yappy and I. And if you're new, you don't know, but my day one is now that we love you plenty, plenty, plenty. Have a beautiful Monday. Remember, Monday ain't done nothing to nobody. See you next time.